Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are doing great. I hope you are healthy, happy, and moving one step closer to your dreams every single day. My name is Sarah, and today I want to share with you a fascinating story. A story that has been passed down through generations. A story about a special time of the day that many people know about, but very few truly understand, and that special time is called Brahma Muhurta. Now, before we begin, let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever woken up before sunrise, stepped outside, and felt that strange sense of peace, as if the entire world had paused for a moment? No traffic noise, no phone notifications, no rush, no pressure, just silence, fresh air, and a feeling that is difficult to explain. If you have ever experienced that moment, then you have already felt a glimpse of the magic of Brahma Muhurta. But what makes this time so special? Why did ancient sages, yogis, scholars, and spiritual masters wake up during this period? Why did they consider it one of the most powerful times of the day? And what secret did they discover that modern society has almost forgotten? Today, we are going to uncover that secret together. So sit back, relax, listen carefully, and imagine that you and I are sitting together under a peaceful morning sky, talking about one of the greatest mysteries of personal growth, spirituality, and success. Long ago, deep in the Himalayas, there lived a young student who was eager to learn the secrets of life. He was intelligent, curious, and hardworking, but he always had one question in his mind. One day he approached his master and asked, "Master, what is the greatest secret to wisdom, success, and inner peace?" The master smiled, but did not answer. The next day, the student asked again. The master smiled once more, but remained silent. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Still, the student continued asking the same question. Finally, one morning, the master said, "If you truly want the answer, meet me tomorrow during Brahma Muhurta." The student agreed. That night he could hardly sleep. He was excited. He believed that tomorrow he would finally learn the greatest secret of life. Before dawn, while the world was still asleep, the master woke the student. The student looked around and said, "Master, it is still dark outside." The master smiled and replied, "That is exactly why we are going now." Together they climbed a nearby mountain. The air was cool. The sky was dark. The stars were shining brightly, and all around them was complete silence. When they reached the top, the master asked the student to sit down and close his eyes. The student obeyed. After a few moments, the master asked, "What do you hear?" The student replied, "Nothing." The master said, "Listen more carefully." A few minutes passed. The student said, "I can hear the wind." The master nodded. Again he said, "Keep listening." More time passed. The student spoke softly, "I can hear my breathing." The master smiled. Then after a long silence, the student said, "Master, I feel calm. I feel peaceful. I feel connected to something greater than myself." The master opened his eyes and said, "Now you have your answer." The student looked confused. The master continued, "When the noise of the world disappears, you can finally hear yourself. When distractions fade away, clarity appears. When the world sleeps, your soul wakes up. And that is the secret of Brahma Muhurta." The student sat quietly. For the first time in his life, he understood. The greatest wisdom was not outside him. It had always been within him. He simply needed silence to hear it. And that, my friends, is a lesson for all of us. Today we live in a world filled with noise. Our phones ring constantly. Notifications appear every few minutes. Social media competes for our attention. News headlines demand our focus. And before we know it, our minds become crowded and exhausted. Many people spend their entire lives listening to everyone else's opinions. but they never spend a few quiet moments listening to themselves. That is why Brahma Muhurta is so powerful. It gives you a chance to reconnect with your mind, your heart, and your purpose. Scientists often talk about focus and mental clarity. Spiritual teachers talk about awareness and meditation. Successful people talk about discipline and productivity. Interestingly, all of these paths point toward one thing: the value of peaceful mornings. When you wake up during Brahma Muhurta, your mind is fresh, your thoughts are clear, your energy is calm, and your attention is stronger. This is the perfect time to meditate. This is the perfect time to pray. This is the perfect time to read. This is the perfect time to learn. And most importantly, this is the perfect time to work on yourself. Think about it for a moment. If you spend just 1 hour every morning improving yourself, reading, learning, exercising, planning, or reflecting, how different would your life be after 1 year? Small daily actions create extraordinary results. Success is rarely created in a single day. It is built one morning at a time, one habit at a time, one decision at a time. And Brahma Muhurta helps you make those decisions before the distractions of the day arrive. Many people say they want to change their lives, but very few are willing to change their mornings. The truth is simple. If you change your morning, you can change your day. If you change your days, you can change your months. If you change your months, you can change your years. And if you change your years, you can completely transform your life. That is the hidden power of Brahma Muhurta. It is not just about waking up early. It is about waking up to your potential. It is about waking up to your purpose. It is about waking up to the person you are capable of becoming. Imagine waking up tomorrow before sunrise. Imagine sitting quietly. Imagine taking a deep breath. Imagine watching the sky slowly change from darkness to light. And in that moment, imagine realizing that every sunrise is a reminder. No matter how dark yesterday was, a new beginning is always possible. A new opportunity is always possible. A better version of yourself is always possible. And perhaps that is the greatest secret of Brahma Muhurta. It reminds us that every day is a fresh start. Every day is a new chance. Every day is a gift. So never waste it. Never underestimate it. And never forget the power hidden in those peaceful early hours. Call to action. Before you leave today, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Just one promise. Tomorrow morning, wake up a little earlier than usual. Step away from your phone. Sit quietly for a few minutes. Listen to your breathing. Feel the silence. And experience the magic of Brahma Muhurta for yourself. Because some secrets cannot be explained. They must be experienced. If you enjoyed this story, and if it inspired you in any way, then don't forget to like this podcast, share it with someone who needs motivation, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. And in the comments, write, I will wake up before sunrise, and I will create a better future for myself. Remember, the person who conquers the morning eventually conquers their destiny. Thank you for listening. Take care of yourself, stay positive, keep growing, and I will see you in the next podcast.